That is really good. I was amazed by the raspberry. I hadn't even tried the chocolate yet. I have to say, this is the first gelato stand we came across. We bought gelato.
Milan, Italy. Fashion and design capital and the largest city in Italy. Yes, larger than Rome. This was day one of our 12-day trip across northern and central Italy. Having less than 24 hours in Milan, we would have to plan well to see the impressive downtown Galleria shopping center, the Sforza Castle, Milan's Duomo, the largest cathedral in Italy, and Leonardo Da Vinci's masterpiece, The Last Supper. This is our day in Milan.
2 weeks that you recorded me running.
Where are we off to?
Italy!
Leaving our home in Wyoming, we almost missed our flight trying to check in on our smartphones.
Barely.
We changed planes at New York's JFK Airport, where we grabbed a quick hamburger.
So this is not Italian food then, huh?
It's really good.
Most transatlantic flights to Italy land in either Rome or Milan. We found our flight into Milan was less expensive than arriving in Rome.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to welcome you to Milan Malpensa, where the local time is 8:42 a.m.
We navigated Milan's train system to reach the downtown area where, on our way to the hotel, the first thing we did was eat gelato.
Okay, what flavors did you get?
I got raspberry, but I don't remember how to say it.
Lampone.
Lampone. Sounds nothing like raspberry. And cioccolato, which is very chocolatey.
We dropped off our bags at tonight's hotel, the Grand Duca di York, just a few blocks from all the downtown sites. We couldn't check into our hotel just yet. Just a few blocks from our hotel, we found Milan's Duomo. It was an amazing building to see in person. Much larger and imposing in real life than in pictures, Milan's signature Gothic cathedral took 6 centuries to build. The piazza, or square, in front of the cathedral was similarly massive, with lots of people and people watching opportunities.
Look at the bird on the lion's nose.
In the center of the square is a large bird-covered statue of unified Italy's first king, Victor Emmanuel II. To the north of the square, we entered Milan's signature shopping center, which is named after the same king, the Galleria Victor Emmanuel II. It's the original iron and glass domed Galleria Mall, the ones all the malls in the United States are named for. Near the site where the Galleria's architect and creator supposedly fell from scaffolding to his death is a floor mosaic of the coat of arms for the city of Turin. It features a bull, and locals and tourists step on the poor animal's testicles with their heel and twirl around for good luck. We joined in. We were running late for our 15-minute appointment to see Leonardo Da Vinci's Last Supper, so we had to leave the Galleria and find a streetcar to take us there. Of course, we missed our stop, the streetcar got caught in traffic, and the driver wouldn't let us off until the tram had reached a designated stop.
Couldn't get off that tram.
We had to race through the streets to find the chapel.
Tram ride from you know where. And we'll make it, I think. I think we could have walked it faster.
We found our tour group outside the Santa Maria delle Grazie chapel and convent, a large brick edifice with turrets and towers. 15-minute appointments to see the famous painting sell out weeks in advance. Tickets are snapped up by local tour companies almost as quickly as they become available online. We bought ours well in advance from a tour company secondarily over the internet, making sure that we joined an English-speaking session. Our guide had a very authentic Italian accent.
Inside we can stay only 15 minutes, but it's a very bad echo, so you have to stay very close to me to hear my words.
We waited in a glass-walled, climate-controlled chamber to equalize the temperature and humidity and to allow the dust from our clothes to settle. Then we were allowed to enter the large dining hall to see the Last Supper mural. The mural was beautiful and amazing to see in person. It was a shame our tickets only allowed us 15 minutes in the hall. This image of the masterpiece is in the public domain. Absolutely no photography was allowed inside, and a woman with a large stick barked at anyone who looked like they might be reaching for a camera bag. I kept my hands where they could be seen. The large painting covers one wall of a large dining hall built for monks. At the opposite end of this refectory was this large mural of the crucifixion. When our 15 minutes was up, it was like leaving a Disneyland ride. We were ushered from the darkened Great Hall through a gift shop and then outside.
Well, that was really cool.
That was so neat. You're just standing there in awe of what you're standing in front of.
We walked a few blocks north to the Sforza Castle, where a sidewalk kiosk offered lots of choices of panini sandwiches for lunch. Maybe too many.
Panini for lunch?
Yeah, and there's about 1,000 choices.
We shared a picnic on the green lawn outside the castle walls. The Sforza Castle has a quadrangular plan with 4 imposing entrances. It was once the 15th century home of Ludovico Sforza, Lord of Milan. Now it houses museums and works of art. We enjoyed the pleasant weather and the poppies inside the square. It was getting late in the afternoon, and Krista and I made our way back through the subway to the Milan Duomo. We had tickets to tour the terraces and spires of the cathedral's roof high above the city. We had great views of Milan from up top. The Duomo is covered entirely in marble. Even the spires and gargoyles are marble. The cathedral is currently undergoing cleaning and restoration, and we found large parts of it enshrouded in scaffolding. Marble tiles on the roof were being cleaned and sealed. The soot and grime of centuries were being scrubbed from the spires. For a sizable donation, you could even adopt one of the cathedral's gargoyles. At the highest point of the Duomo is the Madonnina statue, traditionally the highest point in Milan. No other buildings are supposed to be higher.
The whole thing, everything's made of marble. It's amazing.
So my alarm just went off. This is what we're doing right now. And Tate and Tess are getting ready for school at 7:30 at home, and Tess is going, I don't want to wake up.
Back on ground level, we entered the cathedral. I wanted to see just how high the ceiling was under the roof where we had just been walking. It's about 350 feet above the floor. Good thing we went on the roof first. The imposing church is dedicated to St. Mary of the Nativity, and it is the largest church in all of Italy. Maybe you're thinking, like me, that St. Peter's in Rome is bigger, but technically speaking, St. Peter's Cathedral isn't in Italy. It's in Vatican City. We walked back to our hotel, stopping by Peck's downtown deli shop, which bills itself as an Italian temple of gastronomical delights. It was. It was past time to check into our hotel, and we found we had chosen a good room.
We're gonna go see our room. Wow, this is a nice room.
A little balcony out here. We went outside on the terrace balcony for a snack.
All right, Milano cookies. A little San Pellegrino orange soda.
We were seriously jet-lagged and we needed sleep.
The view from our balcony is beautiful.
Krista set an alarm for midnight so that she could video chat with the kids after school.
And this is what's going on in our hotel.
Tomorrow we would be up early for the train ride to Verona, home of Romeo and Juliet.